What's going on, people? Welcome back to Curtis Shaw TV, back with another live stream. Today, a few things going on, not too much. Obviously, we'll be building up to the game against Slavia Prague from tomorrow. We'll do a preview for that and everything. Obviously, we did the Arsenal therapy was yesterday, man. That was a long session, nearly a 2-hour stream. I lost track of time, man. I had to go through everything and get it all off my chest. Today's a little bit more calm than yesterday. Few things going on. Big up everyone in the chat. Josh says big up. Also says Curtis moving like a Aubameyang with the time. The next we're going to see Curtis with Travis Scott. No Travis Scott business for me, bro. Afternoon, Curtis. How's it going, bro? Smash the like button. Big up, man. Sebs, big up, Curtis. Brett said I felt a bit better after yesterday. I'm telling you, man, it's needed. It's needed. You have to lay it all out. Arsenal fans, we all understand what each of us is going through. So you have to come on a Monday and get it all off your chest, you know. Let's hope for some better times, man. Europa League this Thursday. We got to win that tournament somehow. We got to find a way of winning it. Harry said he's still peed off. I've kind of got over it, you know. The sad thing about Arsenal is over the past few years, I've got used to disappointment. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's the crazy thing about Arsenal. We shouldn't have, but we have, unfortunately. Lavan J said, Kurt, you were on top form yesterday, mate. Bro, I look back at the stream and I thought, yo, I don't know where some of them jokes come from at times, but I was in good shape yesterday still. I felt ready for it, you know. You all know I cancel when it comes to Arsenal losing. I try my best. You lot help me, though, with the feedback. Sometimes you say things and I think, you know what? I didn't think about it like that. So you lot help as well. Zanji said, Curtis, your live streams are almost better than my PS5. Bro, I've been trying to get a PS5 for ages. I can't get hold of one. Everyone's buying them, selling them, double the price. The shops are sold out everywhere. It's mad. Big up, Curtis. Great show yesterday. Keeping it 100 all the time. Big up, bro. Appreciate that. I did put out a vote. So I'm going to do Real Madrid-Liverpool. The thing is, what's a bit mad, I think Manchester City Dortmund will probably have more goals in it because I feel like City will try and deal with Dortmund in the first leg. But I'm probably going to do Liverpool, Real Madrid. I suppose it is two giants of Champions League history. So I'll be back at 7:45 for that one, 8 p.m. kickoff. So join me for that. Real Madrid against Liverpool. These are the laid-back, chilled-out watch-alongs, you know, where I can just sit back in my chair and just relax. Ain't like the Arsenal one where we're going crazy, you know. This is the therapy we all need. It's needed, man. It's needed. Big up Daniel, the blind gooner. He said, afternoon, Curtis. Thanks for the Arsenal therapy session yesterday. It was much needed, bro. You know what it's like, man. You know what it's like. You have to try not to let Arsenal ruin your weekend, and then we deal with it on Monday. Big up Daniel. I will be on his channel this week, actually. What did we say? Thursday morning. I'll be on there. I'll let everyone know when I get the exact details off Daniel. Keep up the good work on your channel, bro. Arteta, our legend. We love you. We trust the process. I know at this point you're bantering. He ain't no legend, and I don't trust the process, because what is the process? This is what we need to know. A process is supposed to have an end result. So you go through something for a situation to occur at the end. So what is the aim of Arsenal? Are we aiming to win the Premier League, win the Champions League? Are we aiming just to get back in the Champions League? Or, you know, this board, the owners, they don't communicate. We don't know. When Abramovich got rid of Frank Lampard, he let everyone at Chelsea know. He said in the statement that Chelsea were falling short of his ambition. His ambition was to win the title this year. Chelsea spent £220 million. I would expect that manager to challenge for the title if he spent £220 million. But we don't know what this manager wants, you know? Like, or the club want. Like Omar's saying, the process is sitting in 10th in April. I mean, it's ridiculous. Kieran Tierney out for the season. Now, what I'm hearing, Omar, is that they think it's going to be weeks, but they're not sure. They're saying it could be worse. I will get onto that shortly, but they're saying we'll know within the next 48 hours. The initial look at it, looks as if it will be a few weeks, but there are reports saying it could be longer. I mean, as I say, what major football club decides to go through half a season with one left back? Let alone a left back that is injury prone. Why? I had no problem with Kolasinac going. I think he's terrible, but surely we should have got someone in. But again, this club, Super Soaker 500 business, man. I told you yesterday, Henri said the cannon's too heavy. I said, these man can't even carry a Super Soaker 500, bro. An elite water pistol. If you know, you know. We'll get slapped in the Champions League. Right now, with this team, I wouldn't want to go anywhere near the Champions League, Europa League is kind of our level right now. Do we prioritize right back or left back? The thing is, we need a right back more. Left back, you just need a steady backup left back. That shouldn't cost a lot of money. You might be able to get one on a free or 5-6 million. You don't need someone amazing. You just need someone half decent. Right back, we need a top quality right back. Chambers ain't the answer. Bellerin isn't. Cedric Suarez is okay, but to me, still should be number 2. He was second choice at Southampton, so why should he be first choice at Arsenal if our aim is to get to the top? But this club, to me, don't strike me as trying to get back to the top. Road to Baku Part 2, I hope not, bro. I can't deal with Baku again. I really can't. We definitely need a centre mid. I would say maybe even 2. Ainsley Maitland-Niles is still available. I mean, rumours are he could be off in the summer. ZT15, big up Curtis, lad. Your best yesterday. I hope you have the same energy today. Yesterday, I was in full swing, bruv. It might be a little more laid back today, I have to admit. Big up Don Draper, man. He says, big up Big C. A major club like Arsenal is relying on Smith Rowe and Saka. I mean, I saw a stat yesterday. The 10 games that Smith Rowe and Saka have played, we've won 7 and scored an average of 2 every game. And I think without them, we'd won, was it 5 out of 20 or something? But it said a lot that we're relying on 2 19-year-olds to run our team. It's great that we found 2 19-year-olds in our system that are that good, but it's shocking that we're relying on them. Big clubs don't rely on teenagers. Where's your major signings? Why aren't they stepping up? Big up South London's finest. Said, lit stream yesterday, G. Smash the likes, people. Yes, bro. Big up. The Odegaard Klopp love affair was lit. It wasn't lit for Arsenal fans, man. He was whispering sweet nothings to him, Shouldn't be relying on teenagers. No chance. Ryan Bertrand on a free, competent left back. I would take him for a year or 2. I thought the guy Mitchell is at Palace as a younger option, but I believe he's signing a new contract. John said, we have to play with a positive character on Thursday, our best character we can muster. That is it. It's Europa League or bust for this football club now. Win that or the season's been a disaster. John, big up John with a super chat, said, Arsenal has drained me in watching football. I used to big up Arsenal back in 05 with my Reyes 02 kit. Now it's peak. Now we just get violated. In 2021, I think we've got the best kits, but not the best team and not the best manager, that's for certain. So times have changed. Times have definitely changed, man. Big up McLovin with a super chat. He said, Martinelli rots while Travis Scott's left the room. He definitely wasn't the highest in the room on Saturday for us, that's for sure, man. But listen, let's hope he can put it right. Let's hope he can put it right. From tomorrow, you're going to see a more positive me when it comes to Arsenal, because we have to focus on Thursday. And I've said time and time again, this season's been terrible, but if we win that Europa League, we're back in business. We're in the Champions League. We've got money to spend. We're back on Tuesday and Wednesday nights, not no Thursday night business, So, but right now, I feel like I can't trust this team to go and win the Europa League. I'm not even fully confident of Slavia Prague, to be honest. But hey, Curtis, why can't Balogun and Martinelli get game time? I mean, Balogun, I think until he signs this contract, he won't play for Arsenal. And Martinelli, I don't understand. Man. I thought that he was going to get the opportunity. Man, but he just won't. He was on the verge of being called up for Brazil. Now the guy can't get in an Arsenal team that is 10th in the league. It don't make sense. He signed a 4-year deal in the summer, so why is he not being given a chance. Felix says, big up Curtis, are we really progressing? Not in the league. Definitely not in the league. No chance. Yes, Flex, big up, bro. He says, big up Curtis, my guy. Respect, bro. Go and subscribe to his channel, by the way. Quality channel. Second in the league. And United fans, a lot of them are having a go at Ollie, man. But we wouldn't mind being second in the league right now. Although he is kind of freestyling it. Ollie Gunner freestyle, I think they call him, innit? But still, at least he's building, at least he's building in the right direction. That's the main thing. I think if fans see progress, they can put up with it. But the problem at Arsenal at the moment, we're not seeing enough progress, Omar said, that's it if we lose to racist FC. I mean, listen, I don't want to slander their whole club, of course, but listen, what that guy did should act as motivation if they ever needed any motivation to go and beat Slavia Prague. Apparently, the guy who did that allegedly is not available for the game. I think he's out. Saliba looks good. Bring him back, please. I mean, apparently he's doing really well over there in France. Theodore said, thank you very much for the super chat. Said, this weekend I was reminded that the players' mentality is still the same since Wenger. Most of our players are weak-minded, especially the senior players. And I agree with that. I agree. Inti and Curtis, would you take Graham Potter? They actually play good football. Someone asked me this the other day. I don't think I would. I do think he's doing a good job at Brighton, but I'm not convinced that he's good enough to come to Arsenal. Not like this guy is doing any better, but I would want a bigger manager than that. But he definitely plays good football, Killer stream, my man. Big up. A lot of people, man. Big up all for everyone who tuned in yesterday. Got a lot of support. Nearly 1,000 likes on that one. Loads of comments. It was a great stream yesterday. Big up everyone for tuning in. Daniel said, we are seeing progress, Curtis. We've progressively got worse. You're right. We are progressively going backwards. 8th to 10th. It's crazy. Look at what Conte did at Chelsea and Inter now in recent time. I said many times, bro, I would have loved Antonio Conte at Arsenal, but he's too outspoken and strong-willed. They wouldn't have him at Arsenal. He'd be knocking on the door going crazy. These men wouldn't be able to cope with Conte at Arsenal, He's a great manager. Great manager. Would he even want to take the job? He's going to win the league in Italy. Big up Ibski. Hey, big up my boy Deluded in the chat. What are you saying, bro? Go and subscribe to his channel as well. Is this the new thing now that everyone is making like accounts copying people? There's a rants one in here. There's all sorts going off. But hey, it's all mad. Rafa Benitez, would you take Rafa? Would you take him? The only thing with Rafa, very, very pragmatic manager. Would the fans put up with his football? He said, day of X about Saturday. Do you know what? I wasn't surprised that we lost, but I was surprised the way we lost, man. For me, you know what? I'd go as far to say that was the worst performance of the season, I think. Because we didn't even try to win that game. We had 2 shots on target. One was from the left back and one was a header that was like a pass back. It was so disappointing. Like I said, the players came out with Rocastle on their back and then put in a performance like that. I mean, they let everyone down so much. I don't know if this is a real Goldbridge account or not again, but he said, big up, thanks for giving me a shout out. I gave him a shout out yesterday is Gabriel slander, saying that Gabriel, the pop singer, would have been better at centre-back than Gabriel, our defender. But, yeah, man. No, Kroenke won't pay out the money. That's why we got Arteta. He's cheap. I mean, look, I wanted to show you guys this. Big up all the mods. You're managing it well, man. I appreciate it. I wanted to show you guys this this stat, which I thought was just crazy. So this is Arsenal's. Let me zoom in on that so you can see a bit about it. This is Arsenal's 15 home games in the Premier League this season. 15 home games in the Prem. And as you can see, we've lost 6 games at home this season. 6 games at home, which is the worst, I believe, in the last 15 years of Arsenal. Also, on top of that, I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games there where we haven't even scored. 7 home games where we haven't even scored a goal. And 6 defeats. That is horrendous. And even under Wenger, when we were struggling, our home form was a lot better. You look at this here, right? We've lost 6 home games this season. And this is the previous seasons of home games. So even last year, when we were terrible, 3 different managers last season, we only lost 3 games. Look at all them other years. Look at the home record. 4 home defeats was the worst since 2006. All them other years, 2, 3, 1, 07, 08, we didn't lose 1 game at home. We've lost 6 games at home this season. And I would expect us to lose another 1 or 2. And like I said, we haven't scored in 7 of them. I mean, the things I'm seeing, the records that are being broken are just unbelievable. Honestly, like I said, for me, at my age, this is the worst Arsenal team that I've seen. Not on paper. I've seen worse teams than this on paper. But they've performed better than this. And it baffles you why. How are we breaking all these records? All these records that you don't want to hear. You know, we're just breaking all of them. No fans are part of the reason. I mean, the crazy thing is, people used to say that Arsenal is not really one of them teams that vibes off the fans that much. You know, like Anfield and Crystal Palace, Newcastle, there's certain grounds where you know the fans make a massive difference. With Arsenal, people used to say, well, you know, the fans, they kind of get going when we're playing well, but, you know, so is it the fans? Is it the manager? Is it the players? Is it a culmination of all of them? John says game of results in the end. It is. You can't hide from them. Opinions can't outdo facts at the end of the day. And these facts are damning. You know, we're breaking records all over the place, but the wrong records, you know, records you don't want to break. Brendan Rodgers in. I mean, listen, would Brendan Rodgers leave Leicester to come to Arsenal? He's under a lot less pressure. They're about to build one of the best training grounds in Europe. They're going to be in the Champions League next year. They've got a team that fights for him. I'm not sure he would come to Arsenal. I think Arsenal would have to pay him unbelievable wages to come. They would have to probably give him 100 million to spend, 10, 15 million pound a season, and they're just not going to do that. So I don't see Rodgers leaving Leicester to come to Arsenal, and I wouldn't blame him. I don't think it would even be a forward step for him, to be honest. MO7 said, big up Curtis, back again, listening to you while doing uni work. Don't let it distract you from that work, though. South London's finest, smash the likes, people. Yeah, you know what to do, people. Nagelsmann, I do like him. There are managers out there. I mean, look, you're saying Rafa Benitez as well. But in the summer, things will open up. You'll see different managers become available. Ryan said, you see, we could sell Saka if we don't make the Europa. Do you believe that? I would like to think that that's just paper talk, but there is this rumour going around that if Arsenal don't get in Europe, that they may have to sell, you know, Saka. But I don't believe that, to be honest. Buenos Aires, Gunnar, Curtis, no top manager is going to come to Arsenal without demanding a huge transfer budget. That's it. That is it. Rants and bants. I mean, I don't know if this is the real rant. It says, big up Curtis. If it is, respect. If not, it's mad because you can't really tell, can you? I don't know if it lets you click on it and find out. But it's mad that people are actually taking time to build different accounts. Curtis, we have to sell our younger players to rebuild like Dortmund. Yeah, people are saying they're all fake. The only thing is with Dortmund, they don't have the pressure we do. They can get away with it. We've got 4 or 5 teams that will outspend us in the transfer window if we're not careful. And Arsenal are falling behind. You look at this summer with no financial fair play. Man City are going to spend big. And we're a million miles behind them anyway. Liverpool are going to spend. They're already being linked with Konate from Leipzig, who's a very good player. They'll have Van Dijk and Gomez, all them back. Chelsea will spend again with a new manager. Mourinho will probably spend, although how much I don't know. United will spend. Leicester ahead of us. You look at the Premier League table from yesterday. I watched West Ham last night. And don't get me wrong, West Ham are a good team. They're playing for their manager. But when I watched that West Ham team, and West Ham went up to 4th in the Premier League yesterday, West Ham are on the verge of getting in the Champions League. Now, I don't believe West Ham will land in a Champions League spot. I think they'll just miss out. But the fact they've played 30 games and they're in the top 4, it says a lot about, everyone kind of says, Arteta can't do it with this squad of players. I don't think West Ham have got a better team than us. They certainly don't have the depth. They don't have the players on the bench that we've got. They spent less than us in the summer, West Ham. They've got a manager that no Arsenal fan would have taken. When Emery left, if we appointed David Moyes, every Arsenal fan would have gone ballistic, including myself. I got to be honest, I would have been going mad. But look at the job this guy's doing. 48 goals scored. We've scored 40, 52 points. We're 10 points behind West Ham. This is a team that finished 15 points behind us last season. They're 10 points ahead of us. And that, to me, says that Mikel Arteta isn't getting the best out of these players. He really isn't. And we can't accept it. We can't. It does have to be thrown at the players as well. But you have to ask the question, why is Arteta not getting more out of these players? And that's what we have to look at. John Layup, big up with a super chat, bro. Thank you for your support. He said, did you see a vid of Ravel Morrison saying he's a gooner? Yeah, I've known for a long time. He's a massive gooner. It was a funny interview, actually, because the guy was trying to ask him about Man United, and he was just like, I want United to finish second and Arsenal top. Yeah, big gooner. Genuine, big up Don Draper. He said, genuine question, Big C. Would you take Wenger back at Arsenal? I'm sure he can do better with the current squad. Oh, man. That's a tough question, Don, Let me put it this way. I think Wenger would do better with this team and squad than what Mikel Arteta is doing. He wouldn't be the manager I would choose, but I think he would do better. I think he would do better. Pirated League. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. You don't know who's who now. Man are dropping comments in. You don't even know if it's a real one. It's mad. But yeah, Don, I think Wenger would do better than what Arteta's doing, but I wouldn't go back for him. You know what I mean? I would want Arsenal to go for a more, a more progressive manager than that. I don't think Wenger will ever manage again, if I'm honest. Big up the real captain. Says, big up Big C. Hope you're well. God bless. Same to you. Same to everyone. But yeah, Wenger, I think them days are gone, but he would get more out of this. Jake said Ancelotti would have for sure. Yeah, definitely, man. Omar said you need to mod up some YouTubers. Yeah, I will do, actually. Turkish made me a mod on his channel, so I'm going to do the same. So then you just know who's who, innit? Wenger would come back as caretaker. I think he would as well. Would you take Joachim Löw? I mean, is he not leaving Germany after the Euros? He is a very good... he has been a good manager, but then we haven't seen him at club level for a long time. Mod up the real YouTubers so as mods know when they're fake. Yeah, I'm going to have to, man. Tom said, Curtis, our team is crap, face it. They're definitely not the best. I can agree with that. Anthony said, the atmosphere in the Emirates is bad because we haven't won anything major there. No memories, yeah. Ball sniffer, Joachim Löw, yeah. That's all we need, innit? Him coming in with all them antics. More news for Arsenal in relation to the injury situation that's occurring. Now, apparently Arsenal are going to reveal the full extent of this Kieran Tierney injury within the next 48 hours. Initial reports are they think it's going to be a few weeks, but when I read deeper into the article, they're saying there are some How can I put it? There are some worries that this may be a longer injury than they think. We've got to hope this is only a few weeks. Arsenal defender Kieran Tierney set for several weeks on the sidelines after suffering a knee injury against Liverpool in second blow to manager Mikel Arteta's defence following David Luiz's minor surgery. Now, David Luiz had minor surgery on his knee over the weekend. This is going to leave him out for a couple of weeks. And the crazy thing is, Kieran Tierney and David Luiz is half of our best defence, which says a lot about Arsenal. That David Luiz, in fact, I'll go as far as this. David Luiz has been our best centre-back this season. And I mean, I don't know if that's more a compliment on David Luiz or a bit of a farce on Arsenal that a guy that we nearly got rid of in the summer, a guy that a lot of fans didn't even really want at the club this year, has been our best centre-back. He'll be out for a couple of weeks. And I said one of the most damning things about Arsenal from the weekend was that I actually sat there and said, we need David Luiz and Granit Xhaka back. Two players, especially Granit Xhaka, a player that I've wanted out of Arsenal for years. You know, I'm actually looking at these players now and saying, get them back. We need them back. And that's the truth. Whether you rate David Luiz or not, he's been our best centre-back this year. And that's just mind-boggling that I'm sitting there thinking, I want Granit Xhaka back in this Arsenal team. I want David Luiz back. Players that aren't, in my opinion, I wouldn't even have at the club if it was down to me. But it says where we're at the moment. Kieran Tierney will be out for several weeks. So Kieran Tierney is going to miss both games against Slavia Prague. So you're looking at a situation where Cedric's going to play at left back. Although in this report, they are saying that Arsenal may play Saka at left back. What would you guys do? Would you drop Saka back into the left back position to just have a natural left footer there? Then maybe play Cedric at right back and maybe go with Pepe, Martinelli out wide or Smith Rowe? Or would you just put Cedric at left back? But then that means you've got to play Hector Bellerin or Callum Chambers at right back, which neither one of them fill me with confidence at right back. I don't particularly rate any of them. But it is a farce, you know, when we're looking at players like that to come back into the team to save us, you know, says a lot about where we are this season. Anthony said Saka has to play at left back. I just don't think that we can afford to have Callum Chambers or Hector Bellerin at right back. I really don't. Saka left back, Martinelli left wing. I mean, that's mad energy, isn't it? Left footer on the overlap. Martinelli cutting inside onto his right foot. Job done. I would probably agree with that. I would go with. Don't want to see Hector Bellerin. Why can't Murray play at left back? I think he's too slow. You know, I think he's too slow. We are screwed if he's out for the rest of the season. Yeah, I would be very worried. You know, I wouldn't want to see us going into harder, more difficult games with no left back. So we got to keep our fingers crossed that Tierney's only out for a couple of weeks. And all you Pepe lovers will really see what he's got. Do you know what? Yesterday was one of the first times that I criticised Pepe. Nah, man said he's that red rum. No red rum, man. Smoothie, bro. Just a smoothie today. I've got to a point with Pepe where I'm starting to say, do you know what? I've defended you for a long time. I believe you're talented. But we're now into the second season. And I'm not seeing enough. I'm not seeing enough from Pepe. I know we paid 72 million, and I never believed he was worth 72 million. So I'm not expecting that. But I'm just not seeing enough from him, man. Like, I know he hasn't been given a consistent run of games in a row, but you can still see in a player sometimes where you can see bits that you know you can work with. I'm watching this guy some games and I'm like, you're just not doing nothing. You're not even running at people. You at least be a problem. Me, you know, watching a winger, I want a winger to be a constant threat. Even them days where the fullback's kind of getting the better of you, give him a difficult game where it's hard work for him. Sometimes I watch Pepe and I just think, you're too easy to play against, too easy to play against. And that's my problem with Pepe. He's got to be more ambitious with his play. He's got to want to be a top player. I watch so many other wingers at other clubs and they rip fullbacks apart. They're running at them. They're trying to make things happen. Neto, obviously Salah, Sterling, Son, Mane, all them guys, they're on a different level. But like you're saying, even Joel Campbell, he did bits at Arsenal, man. He scored some great goals, great assists. He got a little bit hard done by in the end to get sold. But now I need to see more from Pepe, man. More in his attitude and his mentality for me. Do you want to be a top player or not? Or are you just happy, man, to be picking up the wage and chilling? Time to cut our losses and move on, get a winger with some speed. It's hard. They're expensive, man. How much would we get for Pepe? I don't blame Pepe. It's Arteta's fault. Combination of the two. But ultimately, when you're on the pitch as a winger, you've got your ball, you've got the ball at your feet and you're one-on-one with a fullback. That's down to you now. That ain't down to the manager. I have to admit, I don't think he's been treated great by the manager, but he's had a lot of time to show what he's about, and I'm not seeing enough. As I'd be saying, moments, little moments, but not enough of them. I need to see more from him, man. I'm frustrated with him at the moment, I've got to admit. Leon Bailey, I mean, yeah, expensive. How much better is he than Pepe? Is he even better? Walcott and Iwobi were better. I mean, definitely Walcott. He scored goals for fun. You can have Ox back now. You can keep him, man. His legs are mashed up now, I think. Give Nelson a chance. Why not? Why not? He can't do any worse than what Willian and them man have been doing. Big up Peter Mounsey with a super chat. He said, big up Curtis, hope you're well. Who would you play at left back? Honestly, for me, bro, I would play Saka there. I know it takes a lot out of our attack, but I don't like the thought of playing Cedric at left back and Chambers or Bellerin at right back. I don't like that. I would go with Saka. Saka Martinelli on the left. That's lethal. Pure energy. And that actually was a partnership at one stage last season. Was it last season under Emery? I remember at one stage when Saka was at left back, that was a combination. Curtis, would you even prime Alexis? Would even prime Alexis struggle in this team under Arteta? He'd probably have him at left back. You know what I'm saying? He'd probably have him at left back. I don't think them two would get on. I don't think they would get on at all. I think he would be too much for him to handle. Big up Saeed, man. Yes, big up my bro. I mean, listen, I don't know with all these accounts now getting so much spam. I don't know if it's real or not, but big up my guy Saeed, man. We're due to do a show together, 100%. We definitely got to do a show, man. Twanzebe. Legend, man. Got a lot of time for this guy. He's brilliant to watch as well. And he knows his stuff, man. Passionate United fan. Big up Saeed all day, man. But then some people saying it's a fake Saeed. Some are saying it's a real one. I don't know. I'm just going to assume it's a real one and big him up anyway. But hey, I'm not an Arsenal fan, but I see that Arteta is not a suitable coach for Arsenal. You need a coach who has the ability to improve the current squad. I agree with what you're saying. You have to improve what you've got and then add to it. Do you know what I'm trying to say? That's the only way this team will get anywhere. He was saying it's the real one. I'm just gonna say it's the real one. Big up Saeed every time anyway, man. You know. Let me look at something else. It's going to be a shorter video today, people. Gary Neville and Jamie Carragher, the Sky Sports combination. I mean, Gary Neville, the way he was talking about Arsenal yesterday, you would have thought he was like an ex-Arsenal player. He was fuming. He was visibly angry about it. Gary Neville gave a scathing assessment of Arsenal's performance against Liverpool and likened a group of Mikel Arteta's players to a little mafia. And, you know, he went on. If you haven't watched that interview, go on YouTube and watch the interview of Gary Neville. Now, I don't always agree with him, But I have to admit, I agreed with him and I thought he was spot on. What was crazy was he said he usually finishes commentating on the game and leaves the stadium straight away. He wants to get home. And he said, I just sat there for like 10 minutes. He said he was that baffled by the Arsenal performance. And he went on to talk about the Arsenal attack. And he said that the Arsenal attack, he likened them to a little mafia, right? And he said, I don't believe that they are on side with Mikel Arteta. And I thought he made some great points because I think when you look at Arsenal's attack this year, we've been woeful. Like I showed you earlier, 7 home games this season, we haven't even scored a goal. It's one of the worst records we've had. And if I'm Aubameyang this season, as bad as I've been, if I'm Aubameyang, I'm going, right, as bad as I've been this season, this manager's played me left wing, hugging the touchline, putting crosses in. He played him right wing at West Ham. And I think he would look at Mikel Arteta and think, you're not helping me to perform at my best. Lacazette started the season 3-3, got dropped. He had a little phase, didn't he, Arteta, for about 2 months, 3 months, where he kept playing Eddie and Nketiah. No one could understand it. Lacazette's been treated a little bit harsh as well, in and out the team. So he might look at Arteta a bit sideways as well. You've then got Pepe, who we know that you can clearly tell doesn't like Mikel Arteta. You know, he doesn't give him a fair run in the dressing room, in the team, and I don't think he gets on with him. Martinelli, if I'm Martinelli now, I'm on the phone to my agent saying, listen, if this carries on, I want you to look at my options. This guy's got a chance of getting in the Brazil squad, and this guy ain't giving him a kick. So for me, it's no coincidence that no attacking player is enjoying themselves under Mikel Arteta. And I think Gary Neville made a great point. He said, you know, this attack is like a little mafia that is against the manager. And I think his man management of our attacking players is the reason why these players are not buying into what he's saying, you know. And Junior's saying here, you only agree with what Neville said because you are an Arteta out person. Now, I wouldn't consider myself an Arteta out person, right? I just want the best for the football club. When he did better from Christmas to now, I was cool with it. I wasn't saying too much. But now we're struggling again and dropping points. I'm going to say it as it is. So it's not just because I'm an Arteta out. I think what he's saying is spot on. I think the attacking players are anti-Arteta, and I don't think he's got the best out of any attacking player this season, apart from the young players, Saka and Smith-Rowe. And Smith-Rowe didn't come in the team till winter time, you know. Sutherland has finally said, Curtis, it was the real Saeed, I think. Oh, man, my bad. I've only put him on timeout for 5 minutes. I didn't think it was. A lot of people were saying it was fake Saeed. If it is him, I'll leave him. I hope it is. But apologies if I put you on timeout, Saeed. But some people were saying it was a fake account. But no, listen, I'm not having a go at Arteta and agreeing with Gary Neville just because I'm not a big fan of Arteta. To me, the facts are the facts. The manager is underachieving. Our attack has been woeful this season. And why are none of our attacking players thriving under this manager? You know, I didn't even think Unai Emery was the right manager for Arsenal. But under Emery, Lacazette won Player of the Season. Aubameyang won the Golden Boot. Players were thriving. Arsene Wenger, even at the end, we were scoring goals. You know, the defense was going. Everyone says, oh, this defense is so much better under Mikel Arteta. We've lost 12 games in the league. Yeah, maybe we're losing goals by less games, but we're losing more of them. You know, we might be, we're only losing 1 and 2-0 now. Yeah, but we've lost 1 and 2-0 12 times rather than losing 6 or 7 times 4-0. So just because we've conceded less goals, I don't think the defense is better. We're still easy to score against. We're still conceding goals left, right, and center. We're still not good enough at the back. Like you said, Arteta's record doesn't lie. How do we move forward? How do we move forward? Because we have got a huge 2 weeks ahead. We really have. These Europa League games are moving forward. Our whole season is riding on these games. We have to beat Slavia Prague. I'm sorry that you're never going to get a better opportunity to win a Europa League. You got Slavia Prague in the quarterfinal. You know, potentially Villarreal, Dynamo Zagreb in the semis, Man United, Ajax, Roma in the final. They've got to find a way to win it. They have to. Big C, tell me 2 players who have improved under Arteta. I mean, like I said, Smith Rowe and Saka. But the question is, were they going to improve anyway? Was Saka already on that trajectory before he even took over as manager? But I will give him some credit, Arteta, because they have improved. But the rest of them, nah, none of them for me. Which match are you streaming tonight? I'm going to do... I put it out on a vote. More people said they wanted Liverpool, Real Madrid. Even though I can see there being goals in the Man City game, but we'll do that. We'll do that one. 7:45. I'll be back tonight, people, for that one. So tune in. Smith Rowe was forced into the team. Arsenal will find a way to mess it up. Let's hope not, man. I can't see us getting into the final. Even if we do, we can't win. We're inconsistent. We need Haaland. We ain't getting Haaland, bro. I wouldn't pin your hopes on that one. Some people saying do the City game. I did put a vote out on YouTube earlier, and 71% of you, over 1,000 votes, said do Real Madrid, Liverpool. But what I'll do, we'll switch between both maybe and have a look. Do you know what I mean? We'll switch between both. And if that game's way better, we'll move across. You know, we'll keep it open. Don't worry about it. We'll watch both. I'm out of here, people. Short one today. Only 45 minutes. Smash a like on the video. Subscribe if you haven't already. I will be back 7:45 for the Real Madrid Liverpool watch along. As I said, maybe we'll look at the City Dortmund game as well and switch if the game is if that game's far better. I'll keep an eye on both. But tune in tonight, people. 7:45. And tomorrow night, I'll be doing Bayern Munich, PSG as well. Some big games. And obviously, Arsenal, Slavia Prague on Thursday. Scenes FC will be back. Enjoy the rest of your day, people. Blessed.